So keep your eyes open for these tactics. So they're probably going to tell you some kind of sob story, some kind of backstory, some kind of story to do with when they were younger, how bad life was, or their relationships leading up to now, they've been cheated on and they've always been the victim, but yet they're such an amazing person. Now they're doing this to test you, to see if you're willing to, open up and be empathetic and take their story on board. They know that a lot of people, especially if you're highly sensitive or you're empath, you're then going to start to feel sorry for this person and really open up and let this person into your life and let your guard down. Next, watch out for them testing you by talking down about other people. Because what they're doing here is they're waiting to see your reaction. They're literally waiting to see if you're supportive or you're devaluing of what they say. Now, if you support them, if you kind of just don't say anything and just let these devaluing comments go over your head, then they know that they can then use them on you. This is just another test. They're likely going to be looking for any form of praise, any form of validation from you, because again, this is a test. They need someone in their life who's going to supply them with that praise, telling them they're special, telling them that they're amazing all the time. Watch out also in case they start early bringing up these very strange, beliefs. So maybe they have some prejudice about someone, maybe they're racist, maybe they come up with something that's a little bit kind of extreme, and they're waiting to see if you confront them on it. Because if you don't confront them on it, they know that maybe you're not a very confronting person, hence they can push their agenda, whatever that may be, and you're just going to accept it. Another test they might do on you is they're going to ask you to change your hair, they're going to ask you to change your appearance, they're going to ask you to change something about you. Because if you do this, if you changed, then they know that they can control you again. They know that they've got power over you. They know that you're aiming to please them. Watch out also for sarcasm or passive aggressive jokes. These kind of things again are another test to see if you're going to pull them up on it. If you're going to say no, that's not acceptable. Again, if this just goes over your head, then they start to think that, okay, so now we can, maybe take these jokes to the next level. Before you know it, it becomes belittling, it becomes abuse. As time goes on, they're going to look and see what boundaries you've got. Now, any boundary that you put, they're going to try and take a little bit, every time they get a little bit closer, they're going to try and push that boundary further back until you don't have a boundary.